The E-Class was more important anyways. Okay, I gotta go. Alright. Yes. Alright.
I want to see how this goes.
See how it goes.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
It does work.
I wish I had like a little...
Hit that play.
Okay.
See if that works. See if that works. Hello, everyone. This is DALE ACELAR with Mercedes-Benz of Portland.
And I'm Mary Hugger.
So we are starting off today. We're doing our BENZDAY that we have on Wednesday. Let me just make sure you turn that down a little bit. Sorry about that. We're still having a little bit of technical stuff. But anyway, we wanted to welcome everybody to joining us today, April 12th, 2017. We wanted to touch base on just a few things that were happening this week. One, we just wanted to thank all the people that did stop by for test drives. We had quite a few friends and family that came over, and a couple people that did some test drive on a, let's say, our good friend Ann Acree, who went and did a test drive on an S Coupe convertible.
Yes.
I call it the Louis Vuitton edition. I don't have any pictures of it. There were some that was shared earlier. This one has a mocha brown exterior with a saddle brown interior. This one, I call it, like I said, a Louis Vuitton edition, mainly because of the way it's actually set up. So it was a very beautiful car, and we'll see what the future may hold on that one.
All right.
What do you have?
She also drove the 2017 S550 sedan. So it was between that or the cab. So we'll see what she decides on.
So what do you have?
Speaking of Anne, her event is happening. We have 10 days left. So if you are interested, I know maybe you haven't received the invite yet.
Yeah, we sent a couple of invites out, but it is a VIP exclusive event. If you own a Mercedes-Benz, if you would like to be part of this event on April 22nd, we do suggest that you email us. You can email myself or Mary or even Anne. I'm sorry. I believe it's info@portlandfashionstyleawards.com to be placed on the exclusive VIP list that is going to happen on April 22nd.
Yes.
There is drinks available, a drink ticket.
Drinks, food, dance machine will be the live band playing that night, and lots of cool cars to come and browse around and see. So come join us. It'll be a lot of fun.
We always like to show off our cars on these events, and this is one of the fun events where you can actually have a great time perusing all the cars, taking a look at the cars, as well as dance and have a few drinks at the dealership here in downtown Portland.
Okay.
So what we wanted to talk about, there was a few things that we wanted to figure out. It was yesterday and this morning, the two launches that actually happened at New York City Auto Show. They launched quite a few different cars. And before I show you only the concept stuff, the one thing they did launch, or actually several of the cars that they launched, one was they launched the
GLC 63,
which is a 503 edition. Now, in the past years, they never made a GLK as an AMG. And if you don't know what the GLK is, the GLK is the smaller of the SUVs, not the extra small GLA SUV. It's the GLK, and they actually just made it a diesel version at one point, and they only made it a 6-cylinder engine, but they never made it into an AMG. This year, they launched the GLC
63.
The GLC 63.
Yes.
This one actually has two. You have one which is a 503 horsepower. It's extremely fast. The grille is actually very similar to a new, what they call the stylish grille that they're putting on a majority of our GLCs now. And also on the AMG cars. They also did launch a e-cabriolet. Now, what I want to do, and you'll see on the next screen that's coming out, is that they pushed the e-cabriolet. It is one of the new designs that they have. They actually increased the legroom in the rear, and I'll pull that up real quickly.
The
if you could see it.
member to the E-Class family, ladies and gentlemen.
So if you take a look at your screen, you'll see that the way that they designed it is that they made the E-Class very similar to the E-Class Cabriolet, very similar to what the current car is, mixed in with a little bit of the S-Class accents. If you could see the rear of the car, it was really cool to see this morning. It was 7:45 my time. They launched it at 10:45 in New York City. And they were talking about several different other things, the GTR that's coming out here in the next couple of months. We have a couple of orders that are being put together. This GTR Its MSRP is around 220. The body style and the way it's designed is more of the racing engine. It's about a 550 horsepower car. It's super fast. So
it's the fastest car of its time.
Right now. So then what they did is they launched, what you're seeing in front of you is the AMG GT concept car, which is a very unique car by itself. Do you know, and did you hear anything about this car so far?
It is an all-electric, and I know that it does 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
Now, this all-electric hybrid, it is a strictly AMG V8 engine. Now, a lot of people were actually complaining. Now, you probably can hear it in the background because we can't hear it on our side, is the rumble of that engine. We made that where you could actually hear a little bit of it when it's driving along. They were really trying to fight the idea of, okay, it's going to be a hybrid. It has an electric powertrain, which they call the EQ Power Plus. The front part is going to be a V8. The back part is a hybrid module with battery. So it's a unique way of doing things. It is, like she said, it is going to be a 0 to 60 under 3 seconds. But the biggest thing that we started noticing, it's 800 horsepower. This car is going to be a 4-door coupe, and it's set to seat 4 to 5 seats in this AMG concept vehicle.
Do you know when they'll go into production?
They are planning to go into production. I mean, it's still concept 2018, 2019. Usually concepts a bit out. But of course, this is a huge launch. On top of this launch that they started focusing on in New York is that in next week, they're going to start pushing out the new S-Class. Now, this is kind of unique for us because we usually know that there's changes that are happening. As we've talked about prior episodes, they do about a 7-year stretch. Mm-hmm. Now, we're not sure what they're going to be doing on the changes of the new S-Class. I think my take on it is that they've done it before where they've done different what they call fascias or model changes, or the front part of the grille. They did that with an E-Class. In E-Class 2013, 2014, they changed the front part, what they did a facelift or face change. They took off the star off the hood and put it on the grille and focused directly on that grille. And you can see that now a majority of the 2014, 2015, 2016 E-Classes. In 2017, they really prioritized those E-Classes just that way. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
We'll find out more about the S-Class, release of the S-Class next week when they debut it on, what show is it at?
I think it's going to be still on YouTube Live. We'll also, as soon as they debut it on there, we will post it back here on BENZDAY just to show everybody the highlights of it. I'm excited about it because it is Mercedes-Benz flagship, and we are very proud of the flagship of the S-Class. Now, I know they were trying to show something about it last night in New York, and one of the things we did notice, I thought we saw a little bit LEDs, a little bit they're going to do some type of show with it. I know there's something more to this car than what we normally see, so I think it's going to be really cool.
Yes.
One of the things we wanted to also touch base is that we started learning that there's 12 new model lines that are going to be released this year alone. We're talking about the E-Cab. We're talking about the E63. We're talking about the E-Convertible. Mm-hmm. With those little small changes that we see, then we're talking about GLC 63. Mm-hmm. The GLC 43 already came out.
Yes. And as we all know, this is a big year for AMG because it's their 50th anniversary.
So a lot of this, the 50th anniversary she's talking about, is that they're pushing all the AMG cars now. These cars are the fast racing cars, and they're doing different lines. So it's affordable, it's leasable. There's quite a few cars. If you haven't test driven these and you're interested in doing so, please come down and come see us. We'll go over the details of these cars. And just so you know, if you do purchase or lease any of the AMG vehicles that you have, you do qualify to go to Long Beach in California, and actually one of the tracks, I think there's more than just Long Beach, and you get a day and a half of AMG training and driving school that comes along with there. Now, you do have to fly yourself, but this class teaches you how to drive your car, how to do it properly, drive fast, drive multiple different cars. It's a really cool class. A couple of our friends went, one of our good friends, Todd Beck, went there with his friend, and they went and had a blast driving it. Our other good friend, Richard Mon, and a couple of our sales people went down there, and they were videotaping, and it actually shows you on the camera how fast you're going, where you are on the track, and they teach you how to use the car. So they were really, really happy about playing with those cars.
So check that out. It's really cool. You'll get to learn how to get the most out of your AMG. Also, if you're not able to make it down to our dealership, contact Dale or I, and we can bring the car to you. Whatever, we'll be more than happy to work around your schedule, because we know that this location is kind of tricky to get to sometimes.
And which is then leads us into our new little position here. We've been talking about how our dealership has kind of changed throughout the years, and if you haven't been here, we did a major remodel in 2011, actually 2010 to 2011, and we added the downstairs showroom, which a lot of people don't know exists, and this is where we technically are. Mm-hmm. Our downstairs showroom does have a lead-in, it does have a little stairwell, and we use this as our studio, which you can see behind us is actually the secondary of the showrooms where we house the majority of our AMGs. Now, one thing that we did purchase recently is our Terminal 1 location. And if you could see through our little zoom in, very fast kind of screen that we're doing, we did a fast, the actual drive is about 6 minutes. Mm-hmm. It's not that far away. And if you could do it, it's a straight down, right down NATO. Now, as soon as you pass Fremont Bridge and pass all the other places on this right, because there's new development there, you turn to the right here, and you'll see that all of our cars are pretty much lined up and set up for you to take a look at. We wanted our salespeople, as well as yourself, is to experience a new way of looking at our cars in the downtown location. Most places already have this, and they're lucky to have this on their lot. We don't. But we do have we're very lucky to be in downtown, because it is the heart of downtown Portland, as we call it. So we do have unique situations, but if you would like to even take a look at more than just the internet to see what your car may look like, we invite you to come down. We'll drive you down over there. We'll do test drives down there, and we'll show you all the different colors. Before, we didn't have the capabilities of doing that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's kind of a very fun place. What do you think about T1?
I love how they have it sectioned out by each class of each model class, and then they have our used inventory in the back for those who are not really interested in having a Mercedes per se. But I advise everyone to come down and check it out. It's actually really cool. I'm super excited about it.
We started getting we had quite a few friends of ours come by, take a look at it. And like I said, I know that we repeat ourselves on this one, but our dealership is very unique, which makes us very special. Mm-hmm. So while our dealership is not the type of dealership you walk around and pick a car from the lot, we usually have an E-Class. It might not be the right color, but we'll let you drive it. This time allows you to go to somewhere and you can touch it if that's what you want to do. Everything still remains the same. You can still talk to us. We can still have everything ready for you. We like to do our process and deal process within 3 hours. Mm-hmm. We have a great finance team, and we do everything pretty much in-house. And if you're looking at our show and our dealership beyond the Portland, Vancouver area, we always suggest that we can also ship the car to you, which we do quite often. I mean, I think a lot of it is we've done in Florida, mm-hmm. Arizona, mm-hmm. and even local parts. I think we did a smart car to Medford at one point.
Yeah, we did.
So, I mean, it's really cool because all we have to do is we can ship directly to you. Or we have this one gentleman who's actually flying from Georgia just to pick up his smart car and driving it back to Georgia.
Yes.
So we send him the paperwork. Cool stuff, too.
That'll be exciting.
So anything else?
There were a few things I just wanted to go over really quick. We've been having a lot of customers come to us, and they aren't happy with our inventory that we have available, so they want to order. So if you guys have any questions or concerns about ordering your vehicle, it takes about 60 to 90 days depending on the car. But we'd be more than happy. If you want, you can go to MB USA and just kind of play around, build your car, send us the build, and then we can go from there.
One of the things that with the ordering is that you technically dictate your pricing of your car. The majority of you have budgets, and some of you want specific items on the car. We're happy to accommodate. One of the things that we want to do now is that you have the two options. You have the possibility of ordering and taking the car that you want by color and give it specifics. And there is, I know this is going to sound a little bit different, but one of our good close friends, his name is Michael Jordan. He's actually ordering a car and putting things together. His AMG car is arriving here in the next, I would say, 2 weeks or so. And he put the car together, and he liked our cars at here, but of course specifics. Now, let's reverse that. We have a lot of cars on our inventory on the ground today. And we can get cars from any other dealerships if we want specifics. but the best deal is here at the dealership and here seeing us. And we're here to educate you. So we're going to expand this another way. And every week we keep doing this one step, even one more step. We want to invite you to give us a call, even just on voice, iMessage, or even FaceTime. Some of the times we know that the video conferencing thing that's happening is that we're having a lot more people that are actually communicating with us just so they can have more information there, so we can help them be educated about the purchase of their car. Today we had a wonderful young lady who came in and wanted to talk about her lease that she already knew, which was either turn in her lease again, or or buy out the residual. It was a third part. And we started working with her, and then she's actually thinking about getting a GLA or a CLA in July.
Yeah.
So we're planning all these ahead of time, but we really want to take care of our customers all the way through.
Yes, we do. All right, so we're a little bit short on time, so I just wanted to say one more thing. Nate Grum Johnson is back at Mercedes-Benz of Portland. He's one of our favorite. He was our concierge. Now he's back doing
our lot.
So come by, say hi to him. I know a lot of you know of him. So
he's an amazing person. And we also want to thank all the lot attendants. As you know, our lot attendants actually are the ones who actually help our dealership. We have more lot attendants in our dealership than most other dealerships, mainly because of the uniqueness of our dealership. But at the same time, we want to invite you, and we want you to invite to meet all of our staff that's here, our service staff, our sales staff. And that comes back to our always thanks every time at the end of our show, which is we like to thank our general sales manager, Mike Siegel, our general manager, Andrew Plummer, our service manager, Bijan, and our parts manager, of course, Vince. And if there's anything at all, please come see us. We're in downtown Portland at 1605 Southwest NATO Parkway in downtown Portland. Again, I'm Dale Acelar.
And I'm Mary Hugger.
Thanks so much.